One of the things that I do is when I go in to engage with an MSP as a prospect, I always want to review their master services agreement. You don't have to know a thing about insurance to review a master services agreement. What am I looking for? Well, I want to see what they're agreeing to and how they're going to be indemnified and what indemnification they're offering to their client. I can tell you people this. There is a 100% chance that every time I review one of those master services agreements, I'm going to tell them they need to make it a requirement for their clients to have at least $1 million of their own cyber liability. Period. Most MSPs on their master services agreement are not even requiring any kind of cyber or anything from their customers. And guess what? It's typically not somebody hacking the nerve center directly that results in this stuff. It's endpoint detection that's got a problem with one of their end users that ends up working their way back in. It's just like, the way the DEA does drug busts. They start with the street pusher, but they work their way up to the kingpin. And that's the way it works with the MSP. So they have to have a lot of controls in place. Most of the time that contract is fairly weak. And if you can require that they have require their clients to have cyber limits, you're going to have an endless flow of leads to place that coverage for them. In fact, you could even use somebody like ProWriters and offer to do a vulnerability assessment and pricing considerations that they could then use as part of their sales presentation with you or one of your producers attending that with them. You can sit and speak to it so that it becomes something, say, hey, look, part of what we do is a very thorough diagnostic approach where we look, you understand the fluff, but it's a great place for you to get leads from. So having a managed service provider in your multiple managed services providers in your network is huge because it's the gift that keeps on giving.